Well, we couldn't take it another minute. The days were getting longer and warmer. It had been months since the kayaks had seen any water, so we decided to pack them up along with 3 dogs and head to our favorite paddling spot, the Ichetucknee River. And as usual, the Itch did not disappoint. We saw some great wildlife. Although we saw lots of bird life we normally see, like this osprey, a limpkin, the beautiful wood duck, and the beautiful in his own way wood stork, we also got to see some different things. One was this bald eagle, and we've seen them on the Santa Fe River before, but this was our first sighting on the Itch. No matter how often we see them, my heart always skips a beat. Another one of our favorite sightings this trip was this family of otters. River otters are abundant in the Itch. They eat mainly fish, but they'll also eat insects, frogs, and even small animals. They could be quite curious, and they didn't seem to be too concerned about us. And they do a lot of playing, although right now it's hard to tell if these guys are playing or fighting over lunch. We didn't see any beaver this time, but saw evidence that they're around. And we were there during a full moon, so the mullet were jumping like crazy. One never jumped in the boat, but a few came close. And due to recent rainfall, the river was higher, so we got to paddle with manatees. Manatees, also called sea cows, are often seen on the Itch when the water is high enough to let them move through the more shallow parts of the river. They come up the Suwannee River from the Gulf of Mexico, and they're commonly seen, especially in cooler months, in the Santa Fe and Ichetucknee rivers. Manatee can live for up to 60 years, and they're herbivores, weighing an average of about 1,000 pounds, so that's a lot of grass they're eating. And they don't have a blowhole in their backs like whales do, but they instead breathe through their noses just like we do. They have a prehensile upper lip, which is sort of like an elephant's trunk, and they use that to grasp vegetation when they're eating. Unfortunately, they're on the federal government endangered list, and it's believed there's less than 3,000 of them left. And although they have few predators, their biggest threat, no big surprise, is man-made. Boat propellers, fishing nets, fishing lines, and other man-made dangers may wipe them out, and that would be tragic because everyone should have an opportunity to see these gentle creatures. In the summer months, I've been lucky enough to swim with them, unless that's against the law, in which case I haven't, nor do I know anybody who has. And after a great morning paddling with Manatee, we took a drive and went down to Cedar Key to eat a wonderful seafood meal at the Sea Breeze restaurant, and then wandered into the Lower Suwannee National Wildlife Refuge. And this is where the Suwannee River meets the Gulf of Mexico. And we stumbled across this enormous bat house. This house holds over 100,000 bats. And at sundown, the bats come out to feed all night on the abundant insects present in this really swampy area. It took about 5 minutes for most of the bats to get out of the house. And although I was too busy filming bats to get them on tape, right before sundown, before the bats started coming out, a barred owl, a red fox, and a hawk came in to dine on a few unlucky bats as they left the safety of the house. A lot of people really don't like bats, and I think that whole Dracula business gave them a bad name. But they eat their weight in insects each night, so even if you don't like them, you want them around, because otherwise you're going to be overrun in bugs. And although not native to the river, the dogs really got into the spirit, and they had plenty of fun in the water as well. Okay people, it's springtime, no more excuses. Get out there and see what's happening. There's a lot going on outside. Thank you for joining us. I'm Carol Bowie Jackson, and here's hoping you smell like dirt.